Let's take a look. It is a Friday. Ooh, why am I so green over here? Let's fix this. All right, we'll stay green here for a little while. Awesome. Systems are running. Gulag is coming in. Let's share some audio sounds over here. Nice Friday chill music. And let's see here. Ooh, you are the Hulk. Oh, yeah. Haven't been to the gym in a month now. Probably going to start from Sunday now. Beautiful. Gulag is coming in. We're ready to rock and roll. Also, it's a Friday, so on a Friday, I would suggest maybe try to calm down with the trades and stuff like that. And Friday could be a pretty happy day here today if you don't overtrade. So let's do some analysis over here. Since we're coming on over here, and the Gulag is populating here slowly. Perfect. So this monthly candle is about to close. Gold is obviously coming down over here. We have this big support that seems like we should be breaking at this point. But we got to be very careful about the support here, right? It's a very big support. And if we break the support, looking on the 1 hour, 4 hour, let's look at the daily. We have some, yeah, we could continue down, maybe to 1754. 1747 on the very, very low side, but so far we're at the support. So I think once we break the support, then we start to look at, okay, can gold really continue down towards 1755, and then further on we're looking at around 1750. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Gulag's population is on. Oh yes, perfect. Let's take a look over here on the 5-minute time frame. Sell GU now, I swear you will win 30 pips. Alright, someone is swearing there that if you sell GU, you're going to win 30 pips. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at the situation. This is GU. Let's see. So GU on the 4 hour, we're coming down. Okay, makes sense. Let's take a look at this 30 pip sell over here. So we got almost a 50 pip range. So 30 pips out of a 50 pip range isn't that bad at all. Actually, it's pretty good. So let's break this down further here. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, we're obviously creating a support over here, right? On the 30-minute time frame, we obviously have a support at this point right here. So I think for those 30 pips, we'll need to break this support. So selling right now is not going to be a good idea when support is literally 12 pips away, because we don't know whether price will bounce from the support or not. So selling at this point is not going to be a good idea. Probably selling below the support is a better idea, because you have a 38 to 40 pip range over there now. Did you take a trade today? Nope, no trade. The only trade I may be looking at is going to be below the support. That's the only trade I'm going to be looking at. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, whatever. I went on a gold short at 1762. I think it was good. You sold it below this support here and these wicks. So I think that was a pretty good trade. Came down to support, secured positions. Honestly, wish you guys can put your differences, ego aside, and be homeboys. Oh. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, so looking at pound yen over here, we're at the support, literally at the support. If we extend it to the left hand side, we can see this is a very solid support over here. Looking on the 4 hour, same thing. Yeah, same thing. If you want to measure this range at this point, this range is going to be 24 pip range, pretty big range. Not bad, right? Because if we break below this area, yeah, I think this is a pretty good tradable range over here. Like from 147.800 down to 147.600. Nice. This kind of ranges I prefer to take trades in.
Yeah, but the candles are really huge today. Like if you look at each candle, they're like 50 pips.
Exactly. This reminds me of March 2020, where big candles, big stop losses, and big pip wins. So I think that could play in our favor here once we break below 147.800. Put a yellow line over there just to visually remind myself. Take a trade, GJ1, 12 pips, call it a day, but it's always good to watch the stream for education purposes. Oh, thank you. All right, so someone is planning for UJ buys. Let's take a look over here. So we got UJ 4 hour, we got resistance forming on the 4 hour here. Daily wick fills my trading zone. Okay. 15-minute breaking resistance. Let's take a look at that. So this is GU. We're going to head over to USD JPY. And when we head over to USD JPY, looking on the 4-hour, okay, we have a resistance at this point. Let's zoom out and look at the daily over here. So zoomed out, looking at the daily, yeah, we got a wick fill all the way up over here, 106.930, right here, 106.930, which is like 40 pips away. Looking on the 4-hour, 1-hour time frame, resistance forming. Looking on the 30-minute time frame, yeah, so we're ranging at this point on USD JPY. This is a range, right? And this is where you have to put your yellow lines, right? So you got a yellow line over here. So this is, once we break this, there's a high probability for price to continue bullish. And if we break below 106, 360, 350, then there's a high probability for price to continue down to correct this move, which is like 20 pips, right? And if we look at the upside is, yeah, you have a pretty massive upside here based on a higher time frame as well. All right, we're slowly coming down towards 147,800. Best advice, fund your own account and build it up. And if you can't handle it, don't trade it. That's, I think, is a pretty good advice. I still wonder if you have a clue what you're doing. Most of the times we have no clue what we're doing. Trading is very simple, right? You draw zones and you wait for the zones to break. Right? If those zones break and the candle just moves in one swift candle, that's a trade. If you miss that trade, then you have to look back and see how you could have entered that trade, because that thing is going to happen again and again and again. And if you just focus on those specific moves, you're going to find that those moves are probably going to happen maybe 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 2 times a week. But if you get confident in those moves, that's where your gains come in. Gains don't come in and try to catch every move. No, that's not how gains come in, because every different move requires a different level of experience and different level of chart time you need to put in. Did you get the Hellcat Durango? No, not the Hellcat. Hellcat was around 20,000 more. So I was looking for something nice, fast, solid, under $100,000. So that was a perfect fit. Still 475 horsepower, man. That's a lot. How to reduce stop loss in gold, because candles have high pip values. So how to minimize stop loss? Stop loss is minimized by waiting for the breaks of the highs or the lows of candles, right? Let's say for example, price breaks the support and you have a candle forming bearish like this, right? You have a candle forming bearish like this, and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a sell on the next candle, and the next candle forms, and you take a sell. Once you've taken this sell, now there's a probability that this candle will continue moving down, and you're gonna make money. It's gonna be perfectly fine, and you're gonna be happy, right? But also there's a probability that this candle may continue up. So when this candle continues up and closes bullish and your stop loss is up over here, then you're basically cutting your losses, right? You're basically saying, okay, you know what, this candle isn't doing what I expected it to do, so maybe I'm gonna close 50% of my position in a loss, right? So that's how you're basically decreasing your losses. You're not essentially decreasing a stop loss, you're decreasing your risk within a trade. People are asking me private questions. If you can just post them publicly, it's going to be well appreciated. So I'm going to post that here publicly for you. I have a question. I've always a problem with runners run. I always take profit on 10 pips. Okay, you mean runners should always close 50% 10 pips? The thing is, when you have runners running and you want to secure positions, you want to secure the most amount possible. Right? So now this is really, really important, right? Listen to this very, very, very carefully. When you're in the market and the market goes against you, market is going to take the most amount it can from you, right? So when you're securing position, secure the most amount possible you can. Right? I mean, normally what people do is when they want to secure positions, they secure 50%, right? Instead of securing 50%, secure 80%, secure 90%, secure as much as you can. Because if the market can take away as much as it can, you need to secure as much as you can, letting the runner run. So that's like my whole thing. Like I close 80%, 90%, and then I let the runner run. And to my surprise, what I've seen is that my runners, maybe 90% of the time they get stopped out, 80% of the time they're stopped out. It's very rare that they will continue on running. But if they do run, it's It's a pretty good run. Do you wait for the 15-minute candle to close or 30-minute on GJ? You know, looking at the 30-minute candle here in GJ, if this current 30-minute candle breaks the low of the previous one, which had no wick, I think there's going to be a higher probability for it to continue down towards, 147,600. Now, will that mean the last 15-minute candle is going to go? I think that should be the case at that point. Like, if the next 15-minute candle starts breaking the lows over here at 147,920, 720, 790, 780, then that would mean the overall 30-minute candle is pushing bearish. So I think that's going to be based on the 15-minute.
Yeah, the 1 hour is going to be flipping as well.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yep.
USD CAD selling. I think you need some sort of confirmations. You need some sort of a candle closing bearish. Maybe a 1 hour rejection or maybe a 30-minute rejection for price to continue down. But at the same time, you can't ignore this area right over here either. This area here. So maybe this move down could be a retest to continue back up. Because you see the trend is moving up. Higher highs, higher lows, consolidation, boom, break up. So you'll need to see some sort of rejections there. All right, look at that. We're breaking the low at that point. 30-minute candles also breaking the low. So since it's a Friday, if anyone's trying to execute on this trade, please execute with a lower risk than you normally would. And then you're anticipating price to continue down. And that's going to push the overall 30-minute candle to continue down towards 147,600. So again, if anyone's trading on a Friday, trade with a lower risk than you normally would. It's very important because it's Friday, right? Where would your stops be? If I was taking a trade over here, if I was trading sells on pound yen, my stops wouldn't be above the previous candle because that's 30 pips. It would be somewhere in the middle, somewhere over here, 15, 16 pips. So that's now risky within itself because this current candle can wick up too, right? So I would have it at 147, 930, 940, and then expect it to continue all the way down towards 147, 600. Gold is also tapping into that support over here. Isn't sells below 650 better? I don't think so because you got a support right over here, like 5 pips away after that. So now again, the thing with impulse entries is that they are very, very risky, right? If you're taking impulse entries on Fridays, they are risky to begin with at the same time. So you got to be you got to be accepting of the fact that even if you take an impulse entry and you get stopped out, you have to accept that, right? Because with impulse entries, it's like having sell stops, right? There's no candle confirmations. You have sell stops. It gets activated, and then you're anticipating price to continue moving bearish. So that's the whole anticipation. Also, on the 30-minute, we broke this low over here. So now you're expecting the 15-minute to continue down. Are you not executing any sells yourself? No, I'm not trading today. Maybe if I see a break below 1757 on gold, I may take that sell, but other than that, I'm not really interested in anything here today. If you have 3 losses in a row, then should you call it a week? Should you? Should you call it a week? Or did you learn from those losses? If you had a loss, did you learn why you had those losses? How you could have done things differently? Stuff like that. But if you want to call it a week, you can call it a week after that. But then again, you should always look to see, how could you have made a better choice, or was there something you missed or ignored? Those things are going to help you. Oh wow, pulling straight up. Yeah. What time do you trade? First time watching. Love the analysis. Oh, thank you, J-Dubs. Normally I trade. Me personally, I trade from like Monday to Thursday. We start these streams at 6:30 a.m. We go all the way till 9 a.m. sometimes. Sometimes 9:30 a.m. But I think it's a good decision I made here not to take a sell over here, because it's a Friday risky days to begin with anyway. And then once we break the low on a Friday impulse entry, it's even more risky at that point. So which is why, if you had a lower risk, you lost a very, very low amount. So there's no need to rush into trades on a Friday to begin with. Oh, I win today, missing a lot of trades for the big volume, waiting for candles to close in big time frames, move to mirror times, and Alright, let's take a look at this sell over here. This is a sell in London session. Candle slightly closed below support right over here. This was an impulse entry you took. Oh, nice. Price came straight down. Beautiful. Beautiful. 30-minute candle closed below support. Next candle did a retracement, came back down. You took a sell, and very nice. Okay, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is sent by Mr. Bricky TT. Mr. Bricky TT. Oh, pound yen. If more support is formed, I would look to scale in at this level for a swing trade with anticipation. Chancellor speaks for price to continue down. Yeah, we were expecting that as well, I guess. Canada Post is slow as hell. I was hoping you would receive your diffuser by now. Would go well with the SRT. What's the diffuser? No idea what the diffuser is. Let's take a look over here. Diffuser. Oh, like a scent machine? Like a scent thing? Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. Where your exhaust pipe comes from. Oh no, this is a scent. This is a scent thing. It's a scent machine. Yeah, now I remember. And it doesn't go in the exhaust. Can you imagine you plug a scent machine in your exhaust? All right. Can you check GBP USD? Yes, I think we're bouncing from a support on GBP USD.
As well as GJ.
Yeah, that's bouncing from support as well. We also got a minor resistance formed on pound USD over here around 139.500 at this point. And I think if someone's looking for a clean trade, I think it's going to be above 1.39.500. Because then you got this clean range here to the left hand side. Ooh, 63 pips. Let's take a look what's happening over here. Yeah, that's a pretty decent range there on the 1 hour time frame, to jumping down to the 30-minute time frame here as well. We got our support resistance there, minor resistance, and then after this minor resistance, clean move going up to 1.40100. Hey, I have a question. Why do you only draw a support zone and no resistance zone? What do you mean? We have both drawn over here. We have support, we have resistance. Gold as well, same thing. Pound yen. All right. Probably going to be somewhere over here, our resistance here. But if you look in the smaller time frames, it gets a little bit. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's another one right over here. Minor zone, right? And the reason why I'm drawing these minor zones now on the 15-minute time frame is because there's a lot of volume, right? If you measure this range over here from 147,800 to 148,200, it's like 37 pip range on a 15-minute time frame. We did not have these ranges this whole past week, not even the week, this whole year. we didn't have these ranges at all. And if you look at the range above, 148 200 going all the way to 148 250, 450 480, it's like a 29 to 30 pip range. So I think this is a pretty good tradable range from 148 200 going all the way up to fill this wick. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a gold sell you took once we broke the low. Price came down. Perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Beautiful trade. Let's take a look at your JPY over here. So your JPY is still at the support we had from yesterday. This was a support, and it's still tapping into that support. Let's do some fresh analysis on your JPY. So if someone's new to the stream over here, welcome, and we're going to do a top-down analysis on your JPY right now. So this is a weekly candle. Weekly candle is rejecting these wicks to the left-hand side, right, at 129. All that area, we're rejecting that area. Looking at the daily time frame, we can see that the new daily candle, it basically broke the low of the previous daily candle, enticing that it may continue down a little bit towards 128 360, 128 400. So let's take a look on the 4 hour. So 4 hours is also coming down. We're creating a resistance right over here around 129 100. We're also tapping into another support, which we will look at on the smaller time frames, and this is it right here. We have support at this point. And if you kind of like extend it to the left-hand side, it kind of matches up with the support over there, but we're going to keep it where it is at this point right over here. So looking at 30 minutes, yeah, so that's a pretty solid support. We got support formed. If we break below the support, we have to see where can price move on to next. So I think this is the next area right here, 128 420. See this support to the left-hand side? That's where price can come down to. So this is almost like a 27, 28 pips away. Hey guys, what do you think about Bitcoin? I have no idea about Bitcoin. Good morning. I looked news to see what made GA move over 100 points. Any idea? Did GA really move up 100 points? Let's take a look at this chart before that. All right, gold 5-minute chart. Entry when candle closed below support. Okay, right over here. And you entered at this candle. So what's missing is that how are you able to manage risk at this point? Did you manage risk when this candle closed bullish? I think if it closed bullish, you would have managed risk at that point, right? And when this candle closed, you could have managed further risk at that point. Oh, it was 0.01. Oh, okay. But yeah, so I guess after that price started to range at that point. Where is it? Let's take a look here. Oh, it was right over here. No, it was right over here. Yeah, that was a very strong support. You need to look at the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and we would have seen that this is a very, very strong support right over here. Even on the 5-minute, it looks like it can come down, but you have to look at the high time frame, right? High time frame, 15-minute support, 30-minute support, 1 hour support, 4 hour, like a rejection. So like, high time frame zones, they hold beautifully. Like look where the candles are closing on the 15-minute time frame. Same area right over here. So I think there was a little error in judgment, I would say, for the lack of better term. Look at CAD USD. I think you need to send a chart. Thought of the day, confident without clarity is always a disaster. Yes, that's true. This guy said the same thing like 6 times. Hey Raja, I didn't receive my magic keys yet. I ordered it on Monday this week. Customer service is not responding to my emails. See, magic keys are sent by mail, by post, right? If you live in Asia or the subcontinent, it's sent by mail, That's all I can say. Wish there was so it takes time. Mail takes time. So you have to be patient.
The whole world's delayed due to Corona.
I wanted to say wish we had a teleporting machine so we could have faxed it to you or something like that. But mail takes time, man. This. We sent a package to Cincinnati. Yeah, we sent a package to Cincinnati, and I guess the package got late by a day. And man, this guy got so mad. He's like, your customer service is so bad. DHL is taking so much time. You guys should be on top of it. I'm like, listen, we don't work for DHL. And second of all, you guys had a shit show of a snowstorm over there. So, like, probably services are down. That's why things are getting late. With your drones company, it's going to get better. Yes. I firmly believe in that drone company. I'll show it to you guys right over here. Canada drone delivery stock right here. This company right here. I really, really believe in this company. All these companies, like tech companies, algo companies, AI and data companies, 2021, 22, 23, they will all continue to rise. Because this is new age. The new age is the data age. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Ooh, gold. Waited for price to retest this level. You took a sell, taking 50%. Yeah, that's good. Take 50% because we're tapping into a support, right? And then let the rest run. Can we execute buys in GJ if this candle closes bullish? I think better buys are going to be above 148, 180, 200. That area would be much better to take buys because you have clean range going up. If you take buys over here, your resistance is right here. So it's not going to be a fun time. How are you using a trading diary or a platform? What I do is my trading diary, what I try to do is I make a recap video every day, and I try to explain to myself how I could have taken certain trades or how I could have done better, or the trades I did take, what happened in that moment. So I make a video of that. So I have a video log of all my all the sessions I go through. I used to do those screenshots and stuff, but they weren't as interactive as I wanted them to be because I'm more of a visual learner, right? So that's why I now started making videos. And sometimes, I share those recaps with you guys too. So that's my journal there. Do you think gold can continue moving up from this point? See, my entire issue with gold buys is because the previous 30-minute candle closed a weak bearish candle, and the 1-hour candle also closed bearish. The only confirmation you might have is on the 15-minute, and I don't think that's enough confirmation for me personally. So I would maybe want to see a 30-minute candle to close bullish for it to continue moving bullish. Especially it's a Friday, so I'm going to be very, very careful. Hey Raj, I'm following you regularly and you're extremely great at your analysis. Kindly guide me. Either I buy EST Mon challenge, or should I go for my personal account? My budget is only 400. See, if your budget is 400 and if you go with the EST Mon or any funding challenge, and if you fail that challenge, which is a 80% probability, new people do fail those challenges, then your $400 has gone down the drain, right? But if you try trading on your own with those $400, then you can aim to make that 400 over the next month or 2 months and withdraw that money and then take the challenge. That way you're not going to be losing any money out of your pocket, right? Because you're now getting into that challenge from the profits you've made on your own account. That's what I tell guys to do. If you're going to go for any challenges, trade on your own account, withdraw that money, and then buy the challenge from that withdrawn profits. Never do these investments or things like these with your own money out of your own pocket. If you want to invest in the market, you trade it, and then you kind of take that money and invest in the market. For education, it's different. That's actually how I paid for your mentorship. Oh. Nice. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. We had a couple of people join from the Gulag who made profits from the live streams, and then they used those profits to come into MicroStrategy. What platform did you use to invest in the drone delivery? It was simple. I saw this ad on YouTube. It was called, Wealth Simple. Wealth Simple, this ad I saw on YouTube, and then I just downloaded the app, and yeah, this app right here, Wealth Simple Trade. I think it's only for Canada, and that's it. I downloaded the app and opened my account, TFSA account, and that was about it. Pretty simple. If you live in the US or outside Canada and you ask me what should you use, I have no idea because I don't live in those countries. Hey, is it a good thought to execute buys after breaking previous bearish high on GJ? I don't think so. I think above 148.200 would be much better because then you have this wick to fill, which is like 20 pips away. It's a pretty big wick, pretty nice. Oh. Have you considered moving to the USA? I have considered, and we maybe, I don't know, maybe in the next 2 years, 3 years, we'll see how things go. So there's no news over here, right? We had some like, CAD news, little like, low volatile news. So we'll see how that affects the market. We got Chicago PMI later on. G20 meetings, not really sure how that's going to affect the market at all because obviously we can't see it currently. Looking at what happened overnight there was nothing really that happened. Yellen, steeper yield bands, finance, huge. Okay. I don't see anything that happened important overnight. Must achieve 2% inflation by helping expand. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. They must. You know what this means? This means further decline for the yen, right? And when they say things like this goes towards more negative interest rates. And what that does to yen pairs shoot up to the skies. So I mean, if they do continue on with this, and they also talked about how there'll be further decreasing rates for the yen, that will further pump all the yen pairs bullish. Could be. We'll have to take a look at that. When candles being considered as clean candles are actually fake out candles, do you think one should be careful? On GJ, we have a fake out at the bottom, price rejected. No, not really. Because, I mean, if this was a fake out before, right? But if price starts breaking support now, then obviously we have that range to fill, right? At the same time, if this was a fake out before for price to go down, and if you break above 148.200, then this wick becomes a range to fill. So it's all the same thing. Do you think pound USD is going to skyrocket upwards after the high decrease it had today? Well, it depends if you're in a buy or not, because normally someone would be in a buy. Let's take a look here. 4-hour coming bearish, so there was no buys at this point at all. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, also there were no buys. I mean, we're just ranging at this point. The only reason we could have pound USD moving up is going to be if it comes to close above 1.39600. Then you have this kind of like a clean range for it to continue going up. Plus also it's a Friday, right? It's also Friday, so you got to be careful about executing trades on Friday. Someone is spamming, how do I join your mentorship? You cannot join the mentorship with those questions. I mean, if you find it, you find it. If you can't find it, then it is what it is. Can you please take a look at my chart and tell me what you think on the idea? Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is, GJ, 1-hour chart. Looking for sells below this support, 147.400. Okay. Much safer sells. Looking for buys above 148.500. Kind of looks good. Let's take a look over here. Oh, so you're looking for buys above 148.500. I think better buys are going to be above. You could look at 148.650. Because then you have clean candles here to the left hand side, right? Above 500, you still got some clean moves, but you also have some sort of rejections here too. But above 148.650 or this area here, you have clean candle that actually came down yesterday during the, after London close. Oh, wow, nice. Nice sell over here, price coming down. Please don't be arrogant and don't answer people in a rude way. Oh, I'm not being rude at all. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but I'm not being rude at all. Maybe you need to spend more time on the streams over here. Or maybe you haven't been to Jeevan's stream.
Somebody just asked Steven.
Jeevan's stream, man. Yeah, you probably won't even survive 5 minutes over there. Yeah, so when I tell someone that if you find a mentorship, you find it, that's me giving you a hint that I don't like to advertise stuff on the stream. Because these streams are not for advertisements or selling stuff and this and that, you know. These streams are for education, knowledge, value. That's what the streams are here for. And man, trust me, I'm not going to apologize, because when the market takes money from you, market does not apologize. It makes you cry, you know. So it's all good. All right, what's this over here? Executed the sells as the previous candle broke the lows. Nice, secured 21 pips. Beautiful. That's nice. 15-minute time frame. Runners hit stop loss at break even. Nice. So it's a good thing you secured positions. That's actually very, very good. Looks like pound yen is just ranging over here now. Your screen is too big. Sometimes it looks range is 50 pips, but when I go to my screen, it's just 20 to 25 pip range. Yeah. Blame the 4K monitor. Makes everything looks big. Any idea why candles are so big on GJ? I used to be 20 to 30 pips. Yeah, because there's a lot of volume here today. A lot of volume from yesterday too. Because yesterday, see how big the candles were. Look how big the moves were yesterday, right? All these candles that started coming down. You measure these candles. This is a 15-minute time frame. So you got like what, 40 pip candle, 15-minute. You got another 22 pips. Then you got again over here. You got like a 50 pip candle. You know, so there's a lot of volume. That's why the ranges are bigger. The candles are bigger. You know. So this is something you identify over time. The last time we had this situation was in March 2020. March 2020, April 2020. May kind of like died down a little bit. It's easy to figure out how to get on Zoom chat, but people are too... Oh. Okay, let's see here. Hey, have you been in the Gulag before? Yes. So you know, there's nothing to trade here today. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a Euro JPY. You took a sell, took impulse sell, stops were placed above the current candle, risk management. If it came back to entry close, was not needed. Close 15 pips, amazing. This is a perfect example of someone spending time on the streams and then taking a trade based on what they see on the stream. This is amazing. Perfect example of that. Well done. Raja is one of the finest hypocrite in Canada. Yeah, I get that a lot. I understand the clean candle thing. Like there's a lot of resistance on the left hand side. So the clean candle thing means whenever price is breaking a support, right? Whenever you have price breaking support and you look to the left hand side, and if you see candles moved in one candle, two candles straight up, this means that there was no consolidation there, or this means like price had no issues moving through those numbers or through those prices. So if price comes down and break the support again, it's probably going to mirror this move up as it should mirror this move down. You know, that's what it means when you look left in this clean traffic, clean candles. Something when we look right over here, if you look above, you know, 148,500, and you look to the left hand side, if the candles do go up, you'll see that the candles started like, you know, consolidating, left a bunch of wicks over there, kind of like indecision things over there. But if you break above 148,650, you look to the left hand side, once the candle breaks up, you see clean candles that came down over here. Clean candles. So this area right over here, this is a much easier area to trade in, right? This area here must be a little bit difficult to trade in the same way this area here is much easier to trade in, right? So you always got to identify what range do you want to trade in. Do you want to trade in a like a hard range, which is this one right here, or do you want to trade in an easier range, which is right over here or right over here? So that's what we mean by having clean candles to the left hand side. Do you play games on your Samsung monitor? No. No, man. Now I have no time to play games. The only games I play are on the charts here. 3 hours a day. Is something wrong with the audio? Probably not. Let's see here. Hey, good morning, Raja. Missed the trade. How would you have taken it? Let's take a look over here. So this trade is sent by Mr. Quento Nirongikilio. Missed the trade in London Open. Strong 4-hour candle. Oh, you had a buy over here. I think this candle would have been the right buy for price to continue up. This one right over here, because you had resistance at this point. Hello there. You think USD will drop again from forming rejection? I think you need to send a chart. Do you have any idea why GA rose with no news? I think that was due to the weakness in the Australian dollar. Let's take a look over here. Oh wow, yeah, that has to be the weakness in the Australian dollar. So some of our mates in Australia, do you know what happened? You can let us know, mates. No, that's a British accent. I can't do the Australian accent. Kind of similar though. But I think that's what happened at this point. Weakness in the AUD. No more war zone. Yeah, no more war zone. Hey Raja, when I have my confirmation on the 1 hour, what time frame do I use to perfect my entry? I think if you have a confirmation on the 1 hour time frame, you need to look at the 15-minute, the 30-minute to see if price is really gonna continue or not. Because normally you're gonna find entry points on 15-minute, or especially I would say the 30-minute time frame. All these accents are very racist in my opinion. Oh. You know, racism lives in your head, not on someone else. Racism is all in your mind. That's all what it is. Let's take a look over here. Really missed them barcode candles on GJ. Feels like March again. Yes. We didn't really have barcodes on GJ for a long time. And now we do. Which simulator you use for your practice sessions? It's called Soft4FX. Soft4FX.com. This one here. Yeah, you go to software, it's pretty amazing. I've been using this for 4 years. I found out about this in 2016, and till to this day, I still use it. It works on MetaTrader 4. Not MetaTrader 5. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Your JPY 30-minute break of this 30-minute to enter sells. Break of this wick over here to enter sells. Looks good for price to continue down. But also if you're trading on Friday, aim to trade with a lower risk on a Friday. It's going to be much better. This is a very interesting question over here. What do you think, Raja? Should I trade while I'm doing a course and then while I learn new stuff I trade and put them in strategy? Or should I watch it all, take notes, and then see what fits me? I think the best thing you need to do is to go over whatever course you're doing right now. Go over that whole thing and then make a trading plan, right? Make a trading plan first. And the trading plan should include the time you trade, the session you trade, the pair you trade, the risk you trade, the your overall goal you have. And then once you identify what session you're going to trade and what time you're going to trade, you need to just focus on that session. Focus on that session, and every day just don't take any trades, right? Take paper trades and then aim to see that, okay, how could you have taken a specific trade? And then draw it down in your trading plan. right? Hand draw it, like with candles and stuff like that. And then aim to find the same setup the next day. If it doesn't happen, aim to find the same setup like the day after and the day after that. And then soon you're going to realize is that you'll see that, okay, that same setup that may happen 3 times out of the week, which means 3 times out of the week, you now have the opportunity to make some money on that setup. But at the same time, every setup comes with the probability of a win and with the probability of a loss, right? Every profitable setup has a 70 to 80% probability of a win. And when you get that win, you savor that win, you cherish that win. But if you have a loss on that setup, that doesn't mean you're a bad trader, doesn't mean you're garbage at analysis. That just means that maybe that was the probability of that setup losing that day, right? So then at that point, now that's a very crucial time that which traders face, right? So when you have a setup that's mostly winning, but if you lose on that setup, man, after that first loss, all hell breaks loose in your head. You're like, oh, I took this loss, I want to make this loss back. No, you got to call it a day at that point, because you have to understand that maybe that was the probability of the setup not working. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is planning to execute an impulse sell trade here. Yes, I'm actually looking at that as well. If it happens, it happens. If it not, then it is what it is. Probably going to just range. For who live in Europe, which session is better, London or NY, or both of them? Well, UN, I don't know what your job is, what time you're free, so that's something for you to decide yourself. I mean, London is good. New York is also good because you got the London Open at the same time, so there's more volume at that time. Is there a reason for the popular people to advise to be careful with trading on Fridays? Is there actually a technical explanation? I think it's more to do with your psychology on Fridays, you know. Normally, I've lost on Fridays is because I have planned to make back my losses on Fridays, you know, and it's the end of the week, so you know, like I've reserved Friday to just overlook the entire week, how the week went, you know, how can we plan the next week. Like normally on Fridays we have guests. Unfortunately, we don't have any guests here today. So, you know, Fridays are mostly for like chill out days, you know, like no trade Fridays, freaky Fridays, you know, sometimes you'll see a setup happening and you execute on it and, you know, it won't be what you expect it to be. So that's why, like, you know, go with the lower risk on Fridays to begin with.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, Yasser.
I mainly have to trade on a Friday because that's my day off, right? But the thing is, if I could choose, I wouldn't. But my hit rate is about say 60% on a Friday, whereas normally every other day is maybe about 80. You know,
Okay.
except for Sunday. Yeah. So the thing is, it makes your risk management much better. So that's the one good thing about it. But otherwise, if I could choose, I probably wouldn't. You know.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Why has the market been acting so weird all week? It's been hard to get into trades. Yes, that's true, Mr. J. Brown. Pound yen has been acting really, really weird in the New York session this whole past week. It's been pretty hard. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's been really hard to trade pound yen this whole week. The only trades we've had are on gold, basically, just straight gold sells. Should I sell GA right now? Let's take a look over here. Well, GA is moving bullish at this point, so I'm not sure why you're going to try to sell it. I may think you need to find some sort of a support, maybe somewhere below, I'd say this area here you can sell 1.79300, because this was a resistance here. We broke above this area, and I think if we can break below this area, then we can have some sort of a correction. Does it matter which session you choose as long as you stick to the same every day? Yes. It doesn't matter which one you choose, just gotta stick to one day, one session. I'm pretty profitable on US30, but I only traded during NYSE for 1 hour and a half. I'm trying to trade gold because it feels weird to trade only for that short amount of time and not being on the stream. Do you think that it's good that I'm trying to trade gold? I mean, it depends where your comfort level lies, right? I mean, US30 can give you enough movement in NYSE, and I think I think if you're profitable on US 30 during that time, that also means that you're getting your work done within that time frame. Because at the end of the day, people come to trading to have independence of time. So if you can meet your goals within an hour or an hour and a half on one pair, I think that's amazing. I think that's totally amazing. Hey Roger, why don't MT4 work on Windows? MT4 does work on Windows. It's, it's not the question of why, it's the question of are you correctly able to install it?
Morning, Roger.
Hey,
how are you?
good, Tahir, how are you?
I'm good. Roger, just I got few things to ask you about. I've been doing like for the last 2 months. I'm pretty break even. But the issue I got like when my trade goes to about 6-7 pips in profit, and then it come back to my entry and then loss. Like it happens like if I take 5 trades in a week or 6 trades, 4 times it happen like this. So how to overcome that one? Like it doesn't go to the like 10 pips, 11 pips. Sometimes it goes 6 pips, 7 pips, 8 pips, and then come back to my entry point. And that's like I manage my risk, but when it comes to my entry point, then so how to overcome this thing?
So after that happens, do the trades go back to where you thought they would go?
Sometimes it goes like but it always go like if I take 6 trades, 5 trades, always go like 6-7 pips in profit. Sometimes 7 pips, 6 or 7, or sometimes 8.
Okay.
But and then again, maybe my entry is like late or something. Like I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, maybe the entry is a little bit early, but I guess what you need to look at also is like you said that 60 to 70% of the time it goes to where you wanted it to go. Maybe you need to look to see that how could you have given your trade a second chance?
All right, because
right?
That's the thing. Like when I close my trade, and then it's of course I'm still at the beginning, and psychologically at that time you can't like think, okay, what happened and what is your next move?
Yeah.
That's like psychologically like I'm facing this issue as well. Of course after 5-6 minutes or half an hour you can't figure it out. Okay, maybe my analysis was wrong, or how does it work here?
Yeah, see, now that's a challenge that everyone's going to face, right? Because once you have your first loss, you're just like, oh man, another loss, like why,
Yeah,
and then
that's the
then after a while, when you look at the chart, it went to your targets, right? So what you need to do is that once you take that loss, just be okay with it and say, okay, you know what? I took this loss. My bias is still, let's say, sells. So now I'm going to wait for another selling confirmation, and then I'm going to see, okay, can I take a second entry, or can I give my bias a second chance?
All right.
Like for it to work or not. So that's going to be a challenge, because that's going to require you to be totally emotionless of your loss and really start to look at, okay, when can I give this trade a second chance?
Yeah, that's the the emotions when it of course emotions attached to losses. So that's like I'm just the figuring out how to just overcome the emotions which it. Does it come with the time, or it's a natural thing? Yeah, when you are in the trade.
It comes with time. It happens to me a lot as well. Like I'll take a trade. Let's say I'll take so let's say on pound yen, right? Price comes above 148, 200. I take a buy, and the next candle comes down and stops me out. And then I'm going to say, oh, it stopped me out. And then I'll say, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to wait for another confirmation. Now I'm going to wait to see if price gives me that break again. And if that break comes again, then I'm going to execute on that break again. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? Now I think we're going to move up. So I'm going to execute.
So because my analysis is like 80-90% is okay. Like, read the market, candles, support resistance, like everything is all right. But when it's come to execution, so those the issues I'm facing at the moment.
Yeah. So with time, that's going to get better. Just look to see how you can give your trade a second chance.
No worries. Cheers. Thank you, bro. Cheers.
Yeah, you're welcome. Why doesn't Traders Domain allow you to trade anything lower than 0.1 on indices? Because the margin requirements are high on indices, because they're more risky instruments. That's the reason. That's what I think is the reason. Rest you can go ask their customer support. So it looks like pound yen is still ranging over here.
Assalamu alaikum, Raja bro.
Ji, walaikum salam. How are you?
Sir, I'm fine, thank you, sir. Basically, I want to ask you one question: that how much time you gave into the beginning, when you have started your trading? Because sir, I am giving time right now. Like I'm covering a UK session as well, and as well your session as well. So how much time you gave in your beginning?
In the beginning, excuse my language, but I was a intelligent dumbass in the beginning. And what an intelligent dumbass would do is that they would have good analysis. I was spending time on the Asian session, New York session, and London, right? I was giving way too much time. And that was doing more harm than good, because what was happening is that I would come to a New York session, I would have a winning trade, then I would go to the Asian, I'd have a 50-50 trade, then I would try to trade the London session, and I would always lose in the London session. So I really had to stick to just one session, which helped me a lot, just by sticking to one session.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because at the time, like I thought that, hey, like, if I spend the most amount of time watching the charts, the better I'm going to get. But that wasn't the case at all. When can one buy or sell? When can one buy or sell, please, on gold and GJ? When can someone buy and sell on gold or GJ? I don't know. I'm probably looking for sells below 1757. If they happen, then I'm going to take those sells. I don't want to take this buy on gold over here because, we had a bit of a rejection at this point. So it's going to be very, very tricky here on Fridays. One question: when you tell us to focus only on one session, it's because of the moves are different than what happened in London and New York, because I work in shifts and sometimes I can trade in London session and sometimes I can trade in New York and so on. Yeah, the moves are different. The volume is different, the volatility is different, especially when you're looking at pairs, because if you look at pound yen in the London session is only moved by the pound, but when you look at pound yen in the New York session, it's not only moved by the pound, but it's also moved by the little fluctuations happens in the yen based on the movements on the US dollar, basically. At the same time, when you look at pound USD is moved only by the pound in the London session. But if you look at that on the New York session, you're going to find that pound USD is moved by the pound and the US dollar. So they all move differently in different sessions. Let's take a look over here. Please check my zones, sir. Beginner. All right, pound yen 30-minute chart. You have a zone right over here. I think if you look at the 15-minute time frame, you're going to see another zone somewhere at 148.200, which you cannot see on the 30-minute. And the reason why we want to jump down to the 15-minute at this point is because the ranges are bigger here. That's why. All right. He sounds like a cool guy. He doesn't take any shit. Oh, yes. I take no shit. What you do? Yesterday I was like 10 pips in profit at 5 p.m. and I went to close it. I had negative profit. Oh, I don't know. 5 p.m. Eastern time. The thing. Oh, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, the reason why is because the spreads go really high so I think you haven't seen the session time webinars in the database. You need to take a look at those session time webinars in the database. At 5 p.m. the spread goes wide. Look at the spreads at 5 p.m. today, and you're going to see the spreads go wide. The spreads on GJ goes to like 40 pips, 50 pips. There's no way you can close in profit at 5 p.m. And 5 p.m. is also not the right time to trade either. There's no volume at that time. Do you trade 1 hour before the open of the session and 1 hour after it's open? Yes. Unfortunately, that's the only time I have to trade. How to recover from a big loss emotionally? Just brush it off your shoulder. That's it. You just gotta not to think about that big losses. Whenever you have big losses, it's important not to think about those big losses at all. Because once you think about those big losses, then you want to make those losses back. And if it's a day like Friday and you've had losses, I know there are people here who've had losses the whole week, and you want to make those losses back on a Friday, it's not going to happen. It may happen to a small percentage, but overall, it's not going to happen. So you got to take it on the chin and say, okay, you know what? Every day is going to be an independent new trading day. And you got to go off of that. And as we can see right over here, the 15-minute candle is about to close above, 148.200. I would actually want this candle to close above this area and to take a buy on the next candle to continue bullish. Not this one, but the next one. But if this goes up, it is what it is, right? I'm going to miss the trade. So that's why it's really important to wait for something you want to see, right? Instead of reacting to the market. You have to react to what you've seen before instead of reacting to the market. That can be a pretty good quote. Sorry for the dumb question, but when you talk about gold and you say 1757, do you mean 1757 flat or 1757.80? 1757, 1757, 38, 40, like, below this wick right over here. Below this wick. Friday, any other day, the same can happen any other day. We trade price, not sessions. Yes, that's true. But I'm just waiting for this to close with the wick. So if this goes up, it's fine, because I want to trade the next candle to continue up. That's what it means when someone says that you have to wait for market to come to you. And what they mean by that is if this candle closes bullish, then there's a high probability for the next candle to continue up. And that's going to be my trading candle. If that happens, perfect. If it doesn't happen, then it is what it is. Michael Kevitz. Hey, Vix don't lie, I'm your daddy. No, my dad's name is not Michael Kevitz. That's not true. Don't you think respond to the market is more accurate than react? I don't know what that means. You can't react to the market. Reacting to the market doesn't help you at all. Reacting to the market is like reacting to someone's negative comments. It's not going to help you. Oh, this is a very good question. Where should I put my TP when I have clear traffic to the left but also have a broken level before the retest can cause a rejection? So your TP should be at the nearest clean level, right? So if price is breaking above over here, the nearest clean level we have around, like 148.400. This wick over here to the left. That's your nearest clean level. So within this clean level, you can take profit wherever you want. Maybe I'd say like around like 10. Normally I would take profits of like 10 pips and leave the rest running. Are you waiting for the next GJ candle to wick down first? Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. Can you put magic keys on the mobile app? No. Any opinion on AT&T? No idea. I live in Canada. Do you think politics know-how is a must-have or normal things to know it's okay because I'm more started think I'm learning or political moves? You know what? Fundamental moves, I learned about fundamentals over time. Fundamental is a very, very broad subject. It's changing every day. New policies are coming in every day. New announcements are being made every day. So in the first 1 or 2 years, I didn't even bother looking at fundamentals. No, didn't even bother at all. Then slowly I started learning fundamentals as time went by, and as moves happen, I started to look at the news and I tried to really justify what substantiated a certain move based on a certain comment someone made or based on a certain information that was passed along. So that comes with time. Is it possible for you guys to build EAs for Magic Keys? I think someone has already built an EA like that. Someone from Slack they have. So I think you can probably ask there. I know who has it, but I'm not sure if they want them to name it or not. But they are EAs like that. Yesterday I scrolled all the way down to your IG and saw all the consistent work you've been grinding every day. Made me realize how high sometimes are our expectations. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I think most times we expect way too much, you know. So yeah, I have a lot of posts, man. I have like 3,000 posts on my Instagram. It's crazy. 3,000 posts, and all those posts are just charts, information, value, knowledge, because that's where the focus was. Why did you not consider impulse entry here on GJ? On the left, we have clean candle, only one wick. The reason why I didn't do an impulse entry is because previously this candle broke above and it wicked all the way back down. So that's the reason I didn't take an impulse entry, because if this candle rejected, this candle also has some probability to reject and come down. So that's why I want this candle to close bullish and take a buy on the next candle. Plus also it's a Friday, right? So I'm being careful at this point. Matteo Lassi. I've been trading for 6 months and I'm pretty profitable in the last 6 months, market condition. How are market conditions in the summer season? Are they tradable? Yes. They are tradable, but the volume is low at that point. But you can still trade it. Oh wow, it looks like there's going to be no confirmations at all. Straight move up over here. 148,400. $138,367, 148,360. There were confirmations, I guess, on the 30-minute. Okay, yeah, we broke the highs to move up. That's fine. But I was looking at more of a better confirmations above, you know, the 15-minute. So it is what it is for me. Those who took the trade based on the 30-minute, pretty good, amazing, good move, very nice. Those who missed it like me on the waiting for the 15-minute, it's all good. We'll get more next week. But can we have confirmation on GU? Let's take a look over here. Looks like GA is about to pump up more. Let's take a look at GU. There were... It's pretty hard. See now GU is coming back up over here to continue bullish above, you know, 1.39700. We got 3 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. Let's see here. So what do we have? What do we have? This will be my first profitable week. Very nice. Any chance for buys on gold USD? Any chance for buys on gold? I think if the next 15-minute candle can break above 1762, you could get price moving bullish up till 1767. That's gonna be like around like a 40 pip range over here. Let's take a look over here. This is the 30-minute chart. Buys above current 30-minute candle to go back in the range right over here. Oh, nice. Nice. You have this almost like the same area marked over here. So ideally price should post up, sells below 1759 right here to continue bearish. Very nice, looks good. Just need to cross this area and then go above 1769 to move bullish. Is magic keys allowed on FTMO? You need to ask FTMO that question. If GJ 15-minute closes in the middle of a range, is it still a good buy? I don't think so. I think I'd be more willing to take a buy somewhere closer to support, right? Because here's the thing. Whenever you're looking to take a buy, you have to take a buy closer to a support. Or when you're looking to take a sell, you have to take a sell closer to a resistance, right in the middle of a range, I don't know. It gets pretty tricky at that point. So I'll have to let that go.
So, bro, you avoid impulse entries on Friday, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Yes. Because I realized that I don't have to be in every trade I take.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 15-minute is breaking above this area now. Beautiful. If gold stays above 1762, 1763, we can have a nice move going up.
Yeah, I agree on that, Roger. Good morning, by the way.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
Nice to see you agree with me, Kervin.
Always, man. Well, most of the times. Yeah.
Hey, Raja, do you have a webinar about Forex? Oh, do we have webinars on Forex? Interesting. I think you need to go through my YouTube and you're gonna find a lot of webinars on Forex. All right, new 15-minute candle has started. We need to break above 1763, I'd say 40, and then we can continue pumping up. Let's see here. How to gain confidence with real capital. I'm really good at demo, but in real, I'm more conservative. I think you just need to execute. Just straight up execute on your real account. That's it. And then you're going to learn. It's something I talked to someone about yesterday, that if you don't execute, you will not know the outcome, because it's a game, right? And to play the game, you need to execute. If you execute, you're going to have either a positive outcome or you're going to have a negative outcome, right? And then if you have a positive outcome, you got to understand that, okay, how can you repeat that the next day? Or the next week or the next month. But if you have a negative outcome, then you got to identify that, okay, you had a negative outcome. What could you have done differently? And that's how you're going to get better. Hey, Rojo, stay bald. I'm not bald, man. Look, hair's coming in nice. That turkey trip is playing out. Yesterday, someone asked me, yo, did you go to a barber and did this line? I'm like, no. This is how it is.
But it's looking nice, man.
Yeah, it's going to grow now in the next 4 months.
Nice.
Question about TP. Where should I put my TP when I have clear traffic? I think you need to send a chart. You need to send a chart on where your current TP is, and then we can take a look at that and see if that works or not. Triple C. Hey, Raja, good morning. What do you recommend, impulse or wait for candles to close? What's the probability between those two? I think if you're looking for impulse entries, they're more risky entries. It requires more experience, requires more participation in the market. If you're looking for candles closed, that's going to be much better. You know what Kervin should be today's guest? The guy is undervalued. Man, Kervin is with us every day. What do you mean?
I'm here every day.
He's a guest here every day. Kervin, you want to be the guest today?
No, man. Maybe tomorrow.
Anything special you can share today you don't share on Mondays or Tuesdays?
After having a nice week, man. It's been an amazing week.
Yeah. Gold sells all the way this whole week.
Jesus, man. Yeah.
All right. Hey, do you think GU could push higher, breaking that minor resistance with NY open volume? Let's take a look here. GU, yeah, I think so. I think so because we got clean candles here to the left hand side. So with NY open volume, there's a probability we can continue pushing higher. Right above this area here, 139, 678, 139. You know, like 700, that area. If someone has a whole profitable week and next week he just lost whole week, how do we know what we went wrong? Well, you need to take a look at your losses and you need to see. I mean, here's the thing. If you take one loss, right, and if you don't look to see that, okay, why did price go the opposite way, then you gotta, like, you know, basically there's a problem, right? Because if you had a losing trade, that means your analysis was wrong. And then you need to take a look at it backwards and say that, okay, why did price go up instead of going down? What did I not see at the point, at that moment there? And you're gonna learn a lot with that. If you just take losses and you don't look at those losses, you don't learn from those losses, you don't look to see how price went against you or why it did, you will never ever learn from your losses, ever. You know, and if someone called me arrogant or rude, man, you're always going to be a loser if you don't learn from your losses. People who don't learn from losses, they don't succeed. That's what I've seen. I've experienced myself. I've seen people do that. You know, I've seen people come out of deep drawdowns because they started to look at their losses to see, like, you know, how, like, you know, they could have done things better. I've seen that. So it's very, very important to do that. Just take a loss and look to see why price moved the opposite way. Do you use resistance bands when you train? No, I have weights. I stopped using those resistance bands, man. There are only so much reps you can do. Like, shit. Once we had a lockdown, I was doing like 50 reps on resistance band. 50 reps, 60 reps. A point came, I'm like, man, screw this shit. What the hell? Every day, I'm like, all right, here goes 50 more reps again. No, man. Need some weights to push. Felt like I was doing Pilates after a while, man. Like, damn. Can we have a sneak peek at the black on black market fluidity cap? Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. This one. Right here. I think Kervin has one too.
Yes, I have two actually.
This
for
one.
the day, one for the night.
Yeah. And then this is the bullish one. This is the bearish one. When you go in drawdowns, you wear this so we know you're in drawdown. This is when you're in profits. This
now
is
I know.
Yeah, and then this is when you withdraw money. This is
Very
what
nice.
when you do withdrawals. When you have no hat on, that means you didn't withdraw money. So gotta see you wearing a hat so we know you withdrew money.
Which one is for break even?
Break even is a bald head. You go break even, you're like, all right, time to go bald again.
Yeah.
Bro, how do we get one like this?
Oh, these are going to be these. So the gray and black ones you can get from over here. shopmfswag.com. Yeah, right here. So you can get these two right over here. These are Canadian prices here. But the black ones, we're still working on them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Perfect, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, welcome.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, good.
Good, good. Hey, did you trade differently when trying to grow your account? I would say yes and no. I'm going to say no because I was taking more than 2 trades a day, and I would say yes because I was really managing my risk. I think the number one thing I did for myself when I was growing my account was to call it a day after I took my first loss. That's something I did in the beginning. You know, I take one losing trade, I would call it a day ASAP. That's it. Because then I would be like, okay, you know what? I took this loss. fuck it, I'm done. There's no reason for me to look at the charts again after taking first loss, because the first loss is easily going to lead to a second loss and a third loss and a fourth loss. Not like it will always do that, but there's going to be a higher probability that's going to happen. And knowing myself, I knew that if I take a first loss and if I try to make that loss back, I'm eventually going to compound that loss into more losses. So that's one thing I changed, and that drastically improved my performance.
Good morning from Brazil.
Hey, good morning, Rafael Nunes.
I'm learning English to talk to you, brother.
Oh, nice, nice. You're doing well now.
Thanks.
Good morning, Brazil.
Woohoo!
All right, let's take a look over here. I know you aren't a fan of Jeevan's 1 minute strategy, but this is 13 pip trade. Took literally 1 minute, done for the day. Let's take a look over here. Oh, nice. He took a buy above this consolidation thing over here. Very nice. I have some very hard feelings against 1 minute. So just try to stay away from 1 minute.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's for new traders, it requires a lot of experience. Why do you consider break even as a loss? No, I never said I consider break even as a loss. Man, you guys really twist words, man. You guys have this ability to twist words. Come on, man. Don't be an auntie over there twisting words. Like, you have those aunties sitting there, keep twisting words, Come on, man. How can you have a lot of experience if you are a beginner? Yeah, that's like when you graduate and you go to apply for a job and they're like, do you have any experience working here? You're like, no, bro, I just graduated. Will GU continue bearish on the 1 hour? Let's take a look at this over here. Yeah, we're coming to close back in the range. Pretty rejection over there. I don't like it, to be honest. I like GJ better. No, sorry, gold better, because it's now coming down to the support here again.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this. I have my second profitable day, actually doubled my account and did not overtrade or over risk. Beautiful. I've been having 2 to 3% profit all the time, and some days, like last 2 days, 10 to 20% profits. Wow. Find your own rhythm and the way to trade. Oh, that's amazing. Good job. Very nice. Beautiful. All right. Sell on retest. Secured 80%. Runner is a runner. Rest are running as a runner. Nice. Very nice, Mr. Adarsh. You got that sell over there. Yeah, so the black hats and stuff, they are coming in later on. Probably next week or something like that. That black and black stuff is crazy, man. Josh did an amazing job.
Yeah, the quality on teacher is amazing. She's
that
good.
T-shirt has been through the wash 5 times and didn't even shrink, not even a little bit. Raja becoming a gold regular. Well, it's pretty easy to trade. I mean, if it breaks a level, and I mean we're moving into NY Open at this point, and if it breaks a level, man, it's just gonna continue moving. How do you double your account in 2 days without over risking? That's a paradox. That happens to a small percentage of people. Not a lot percentage, small percentage. And maybe the trading conditions were right, stuff like that. TP on gold, I would target 1755 and then 1750. Maybe Kervin has a bigger target than 1750.
No, actually, you know that the 4-hour candle is created support on gold. So I'm literally only waiting if we get a break below 1755.80. Then we can target easily 1750 for today. Other than that, can be dangerous, a dangerous range right now. Um, you know, gold should do a pullback today, to be honest. But at this point, everything is pointing that we're gonna have that drop towards 1750. But I need anything closing below 1755 because at this point it's really risky. Maybe the next hour, maybe from 8:30 to 9, we can get a nice push, a nice drop. If not, then I'll be just cautious on gold today. I mean, this week was an amazing week. We did enough damage on gold, so I'll probably stay quiet. I'll probably sit on my hands for today. I don't see the need to risk anything on gold today because it's Friday. You can get a nice a nice drop towards 1755.80, retest that low on the 4-hour, and then rejected it really hard. So that's why I'm really aware. Other than that, we can get a retest to that resistance around 1769, and then if we get a rejection from that resistance, I will go for it. But other than that, at this point, I'm not looking for anything. This new hour candle, man, it can give you a nice pullback to retest the previous long wick to the upside. So yeah, I'd be a little bit concerned if I take any sell right now. Can play out really good, but I don't want to risk it. You just need a candle closing below that resistance.
Yeah. I've been trading demo for the last month in gold, over traded 3 times within that month. One was yesterday. Thought I was ready to go live next week, but I believe I'm not. How should I move forward with over trading? Moving forward with over trading is pretty simple. Just got to focus on 1 or 2 trades. That's it. There's no webinar on that. There's no book on that. There's no course on that. It's just you versus you. Just focus on 1 or 2 trades. That's it. And you really gotta smack your hand at the 3rd trade or the 4th trade. Yeah, I think below 1750, 750, Kerwin, we should continue moving bearish.
Yeah.
What I like to do is, when I overtrade, I like to go eat some junk food, like chocolate or something like that.
So you feel worse after.
Yeah, punish myself.
Like, yeah, you feel bad already, and you want to fuck it, might as well feel worse.
Go eat some chocolate, Raja.
Do you eat hamburgers, Raja?
No, I stopped eating ham. If I do eat hamburgers, I remove the top bun, and I just eat the one patty with one bun.
Oh, okay.
Less carbs,
Yeah. I'm impressed your size on the t-shirt. It's a medium size.
No, it's a large.
Oh, it's a large?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a large, yeah. Yeah, it's a large. Man, trust me, people who are trying to lose weight and still want to eat burgers, just remove one bun from the top. Weight's gonna go, love handles are gonna go. Man, there's going to be nothing to love at the love handles. They're gonna go so fast.
Life hack.
Yeah, life hacks.
Remove one bun.
Yeah, just one bun, remove it, man.
To be honest, it's been like 1 year I'm eating burgers in between lettuce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, huge difference, man. Actually tastes better.
Yeah, next thing is you go vegan now.
Yeah, no, man. I need to go eat some tomahawks with Kerwin, right?
Nah, that's how veganism starts, man. You start having lettuce.
Just the lettuce.
Might as well remove the patty over here.
That's funny.
See, gold is rejecting that support, man. It's really hard trying to fight that 4-hour candle support. That's why I want to see a closing below that support for taking anything on gold.
Delicate situation.
Yeah, delicate situation on gold.
Sorry, Raja. I had a flashback from yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, let's just keep that to ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, let's see over here. This is Weight Watch. Oh, Jason Funk.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to get back to basics with fasting. The who, what, when, where.
Nice, very nice, very nice. What do you think about asymmetric compounding? I have no idea what that is. Use the alligator indicator. You can see GJ rejecting off the alligator. Let's remove all the analysis
Did
over
you
here.
just say alligator?
Alligator, yes.
Is there any?
The new indicator,
No,
man.
That's
The new indicator. They just put it on TradingView.
Yeah.
Yeah. The see you later, alligator.
Oh shit! No, it's a rainbow.
Yeah. So you see this? These arcs down over here. This is where price would come down to 146,500. This one right over here. Perfect. Oh wow. See, makes sense. So this means you need to buy from here and then expect price to continue moving to the top of the arc right here. Radar confirmation.
You know that I love when you said somebody sent a chart looking like that and you say, yeah, it makes sense. You don't pay Rasa's attention to the chart. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, if it makes sense to them, what else can I say? If I say it's garbage, then they'll get mad at me, you know?
Yeah. Wow, that retest to the 1 hour on gold is insane.
Oh,
I
wow.
knew this thing was going to happen. Oh, man. See.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're headed to 1767.
Yeah.
I tag you on IG story. It was the same as you said today. Happened to me. Oh, one loss leads to many losses. Yes. So you gotta be very careful. USD CAD sell below 1.29. 26 makes sense. So looking for buys above this area of resistance here also makes sense as well. I think better sells could be below this area here. Because then you have this clean candle, you have another clean candle. Is gold news positive or negative? It didn't come out. Where do you guys see these gold news, man? All right. This is Mr. Eric Ong. Mr. Raja, can you take a look at my chart? I took an impulse entry in GJ. This is my stop loss below the candle. Let's take a look over here. Oh, wrong chart sent by Mr. Ong over here. We had a wrong chart. Yeah, this becomes a very difficult range now on pound yen. Fast moves are to trap retail traders. I don't believe in that stuff there. What about the retail traders who take profits on those fast moves? What about them, huh? What about them?
Exactly.
Oh wow, look at that. Candle broke up, came back inside. That's why it's so important to wait for the candle to close. I thought it's going to close about 1763 and then we can continue moving up, but the way it's coming down. Damn. Hey, just got... Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just got on the stream. Did you talk about what made price drop so much from yesterday on GBP USD? No, we did not talk about that. I didn't even look into that at all, to be honest, because that happened during the time I wasn't trading and didn't really even look into that why it happened. But pound really got hammered yesterday.
Yeah, I took sales. Oh, my bad.
Oh, nice.
Asian. Oh, yeah, it moved. Like second time that I see the pound moving that much during Asian.
I had a pending order on GJ last night. You know, before the 7 a.m. candle opening. Man, and that thing, I completely forgot about the order. And man, when I saw the order was already 50 pips in profit, I couldn't believe it. So I closed 50%, and my stop loss was a break even. This morning around 2:30 in the morning, I closed the position on 100 pips in profits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yesterday I missed the initial move right at the top.
But you took it in Asian, right, Mac?
Yeah, Nation, yeah.
Yeah.
Right at the breakup of 148, 700. 148, yeah, 700, 600.
Very nice one.
Yeah, 40 pips. And the first drop, it was like 10 pips in 2 minutes.
Yeah, the range was amazing.
Yeah, it was a pretty good, decent range.
Hey, new to trading, absolutely love your stream. Thank you. Was just wondering, what's best to view charts? Do you view in TradingView and then take a trade on your MetaTrader? Yes. So I just do analysis on TradingView. I look at prices. If I like the price there is, I just use my magic keys, or I go to a terminal and then just click buy and sell. So mostly do my chart work here on TradingView. Let's take a look at GA over here. Yeah, I think GA needs to break below 1.79 for it to continue down. Let's see over here. And the reason why is because we had a resistance right over here. We had a resistance here before, and price broke above this resistance, kind of like, you know, candle closed at that time as well, and next candle moved up. So that's why you need to see a break below this area for price to really continue down to correct this move up a little bit. Congrats on the new car. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Professor Lightyear, I passed FTMO challenge today. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats. Well done, well done. I sent you an email regarding the ATM business. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to forward that email to the respective person. Can Kervin please explain why he took the pending order? Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there we go.
Squeeze the chart a little bit. Yes. All right. Good. That's okay. Right there. So, can you go to the 30 minutes? I just need the chart squeezed. I want to see the candles looking longer. Yeah. Yes. All right. Good. Perfect. Right there. So last night, you know, we had this heavy run to the downside. We started to pull back a little bit pre-market open. So in this area right here, we created some sort of range. So at the break of this range, you know that there's only two things are gonna happen right there. You know, if you wanna place buys, you can look for buys from here toward that area, probably to 70, 77 at least. And then, oh no, but hold on. No. This is basically the same chart as go to GJ chart. Yeah, go to GJ. Yeah, it's basically the same thing on GJ. There's everything here. Yeah. I was wondering why on the 30-minute looks like looks like GG. So right here, you had this this move to the downside. So daily candle close nice bearish, right? So you had this resistance. So when you go to the lower time frames, you're gonna find that you have this consolidation area. From here, if you get a break on top of this area, you're only gonna look for buys, you know, to recover that that drop a little bit. Other than that, look for sells below this area. Your first target should be this one right here. And you know, to be honest, my target last night was 148 flat. This area right here, because we know how GJ moves from key level to key level. So if we get a nasty rejection from the 150 yesterday, you know, that move was nasty move. I missed the entire move because I didn't was on the charts yesterday. But when I came to my chart and I saw this move happening, and then I saw this pullback right here. So my stop loss from this area right here, you know, I was not risking anything. My stop loss was here. What was my idea? That this area right here has to create some sort of resistance in this area right here, respecting all this area right here to the 148 700, and from there the next target it's 148 500 and so on. And price, if you look at your chart, this rejection from there was nice too, but at that point I wasn't, you know, paying attention to any more on this pair. So I collected some profits around this area, 147 800. It was a clean move. GJ, when tends to move, GJ moves really nice, you know, and when it trends, it's trending really good. Same thing that happened with gold. Now go to the 15 minutes on GJ, Raja. Okay, squeeze the chart a little bit to the left so we can see what happened here. Yeah, it's right here. It's the perfect structure right here. This is a perfect structure. From here, we never came back to retest this area that we just left. So from there, clean move to the downside, and you know, this was another clean move from this area right here, from around the 500. So it's really easy, man, to look for these trades on GG when it's trending. When it's trending hard, it's clean moves. But yesterday I wasn't expecting that GG is gonna correct the entire move. Yeah, it was a heavy run on the daily candle bullish, man, and it got corrected completely. The same that happening right now on gold. Basically, if the current 1 hour candle closing bullish above the previous bearish candle on 1 hour, then we're gonna have a nice run to retest that resistance. Probably you can have a nice run on gold to retest 1774 today, if we respect that 4 hour support, because on Friday fighting a 4 hour support is really hard, you know. Gold, after a long run on the sells or buys, it tends to correct that move on Friday. So be aware of that.
Once it crosses more higher, this gold over here, it should continue pushing till 1766. Because this candle now closed back in the range, so now there's a high probability for it to continue bullish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta do.
Can you please stay? Hey, can you please say to my friend Raiden on YouTube that he can join us on the bright side and leave Gulag? Hey, Raiden, you can join us on the bright side, man. Trust me. It's much brighter here on the bright side. Look at Christopher's background. So bright over there. It's chilling.
And Mac is giving us a lesson on how to do a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He take care of his things, huh?
Bad one-on-one.
Hey, I thought Mac could do that in like a minute.
But remember, he worked at a hotel in New Jersey, I think.
Yeah.
You can see how he puts everything on the side and everything.
Nice.
Look at that.
Look.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, that's from a hotel view. I mean,
That's how we do, boy.
the pillows and everything.
Oh, wow.
The attention to detail.
Look at this guy.
That kind of detail.
Fast.
That was fast too, man. Good job, man.
I was listening to you guys.
Oh.
I heard something about a hotel.
You work at a hotel, right?
Yeah, I worked at a hotel.
Wow.
I worked at that hotel since I was 15 till 20.
Gold is giving that juice to the upside.
Yeah, I closed at 1765.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
I'm still holding.
Oh.
Yeah, I may get a pullback right now, but I'm still holding.
Yeah, this candle closed above. We talked about it. It came down, took buys, and
yeah,
it's perfect.
I'm gonna close 50% actually, and I'm gonna let my stop loss break even because my entry was 1760.
Yeah. Oof, look at that. Oh, damn. Look at that rejection.
Yeah. But that's good.
Damn gold.
That rejection is good. Don't get me wrong. Right now, where you wanna see gold stopping this drop, it's 1762. If we break 1762, then the retest is gonna be deep. Other than that, it should stay above that area. Where it's right now. Somewhere there.
Oh, someone got mad in the gulag. Why didn't you tell us you got in a buy? Oh, I'm so sorry. But we talked about it though. If a candle closes above 1762, there's a high probability it can continue up. Yeah. I secured somewhere in the middle and it just happens to come down now.
And what's going on with DJs is just ranging, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But GG has that kind of structure that can easily retest those lows.
I was thinking if that 1 hour closed like under that 148 level, I think we can visit that low that got created earlier.
Yeah, we're just ranging between what 148 200 and 147 800. If I take a sell, it will be below 147 720. To target that, yeah, to target that wick at 147 400.
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking at too. Below the
But
support.
Weiss 80, right?
147 what, Mac? I'm sorry.
147 400.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, if we break 147,
800, right?
800 700, right?
Oh, you're talking about the minor on the 30-minute?
Yeah, on the 30-minute.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
I'm finally getting some correction on the higher time frames, so gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah, but at the same time, if that 4-hour close like this, I mean, it's pretty strong resistance there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everything else is just ranging at this point. GA is still above this area there, which we talked about. If we break this below, we can continue moving down. You're right, pound yen is still ranging over here now. Gold just rejected that level, came down. I will be having 3 kids scalping my way there in the gulag. Can't wait. Oh, nice. Oh, look at this. Just received confirmation email from Funding Talent. Then I'm eligible for my first talent bonus. That's
nice, congrats.
That's the first time the market is giving me some money since 1.5 years ago. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. Clapping for you.
We're here funding talents and FTMOs. Gotta take commission per account.
Joe said, "Yo Raja, yo Joe, what does GJ tend to do when the new 4R opens?" All right, let's take a look over here. So we got pound yen right over here. Let's remove all analysis. Let's take a look on the 4-hour. Now, looking at this 4-hour candle, this candle is going to close in about 34 minutes, right? If this candle closes bearish, what you can technically look at is that we created a resistance here, which candle had no top wick over here and moved bearish. This means that oh, we got BPK on the mic over here. Nice. Finally, man.
Oh, Carlos showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never see Carlos. He's,
yeah, man.
He said he was gonna show up today. There you go, big ass mic.
We got him on the mic.
I'm gonna call you Carlos Mike. Carlos Mike.
Okay. So yes, we got resistance formed, we got support formed in the 4-hour here. So now maybe the next 4-hour candle we can expect it to retrace and then continue down to fill this wick at 147,400. So let's put a support down over there. So that's something we can expect the 4-hour to do, but at the same time we can't really ignore the support here as well. So let's drop down to the 1-hour time frame. And here now we have some more information. We have some support formed right over here. And if on the 4-hour we're targeting down here, I think it makes sense for price to break below 147, 770, 750, and to continue bearish. So that's something we could look at. Do you invite Funding Talent again as a guest? Yeah, we can. We can, for sure. No problem. We have pretty good business relationships with them. Can you tell me where you got the snow news that happened in Australia? I don't think Australia is having snow at this time of the year. They have summertime. Robbing the banks didn't look too easy. Yeah, it's pretty difficult here today. Lots of range. Oh, look at gold, straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where you can't hold open positions on gold.
No. Oh, because the hourly candle looks nasty now.
Yeah, stay away from that. I'm staying away from gold for a minute until I see really decent price action. I love the sound of magic keys with the update on when you open the calculator. Sounds like a lightsaber. Star Wars. My account is bleeding. Why is your account bleeding? Hey Mac, you're doing a good job of the Asian session. Yeah, give yourself a pat in the back. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I remember last year, I around this time we had some volatility during the Asian session, so we gotta take advantage of it. So far Tuesday, we had that spike up to 150, 200, and yesterday we had that minor drop to 147, 400.
Mhm.
Oh, it's just messing around. Hey. The pain of Kerwin's face is relatable to most of us. Yeah, I bet money Kerwin is not holding any drawdown. He does not hold any drawdown.
You're muted, Kerwin. We cannot hear you.
Kerwin the cold jet.
Sorry. No, I closed 50%, and then my stop loss was break even at 1760. This rejection from
Oh, you
that
got
area.
hit?
Yeah, my stop loss got hit. But
Yeah.
I closed 50% when I was like 25 pips in profits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it. It's done for today then.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. This is basically a very predictable move on gold.
Yeah, continue up to 1767.
I just didn't want to hold this trade for for long.
What's this? It's that a good trade even if it's in the counter trend? What do you think? Should I repeat those kind of setups? Let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, it's pretty good. I mean, you took it below these wicks over here. I think it's good because whenever you have a counter trend, right? So here's the thing about counter trend. Let's say you have candles coming bearish, right? You have candles coming down, candles come down, candles come down, so now you have a bearish trend at this point, right? If now, let's say you have candles that start to go bullish at this point, right? Let's say you have candles that start to go bullish, right? And you have another candle that goes bullish like this, and then all of a sudden you have candles that go bearish over here. Now, counter trend is going to be taking a buy, right? But you got to take a buy once this resistance is broken. That's the only point you can take a buy for price to move up. You can't take a buy with one candle moving up, but you need to wait for a resistance to form and then take a buy for price to continue moving bullish. Just as we say, like, whenever you're trading, like it's a very simple trading jargon, like, like buy supports and sell resistances. So whenever you have counter trends, you basically wait for a support to form or a resistance to form in a downtrend or an uptrend respectively, and then take trades based on that. I think we've explained it really well in the Impulse Entries webinar. I was Hold on, let me show it to you guys over here. Oh, we have 95,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. 95,000, crazy.
I have 3,000 already.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Man, this one time I had 3,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
Once upon a time, yeah, obviously. Counting starts from 1, right?
Boys. 0 and 0 actually.
Yeah,
Imagine
0.
you get negative subs. I was at negative 10 subs.
All right, so this is the link right here to that Impulse Entries webinar. I'm also going to post it in the Gulag over here. And please don't ask me for the link because I just posted it. I'll show it to you guys right over here as well. So this is something I did for the community over here. This is your host, Raja Banks from the New York Session Live Streams. First of all, I want to welcome everyone who joined. Yeah, so so this is all on Impulse Entries. Really, really good webinar. Extremely amazing webinar over here. I saw this webinar 3 times myself. Yeah, so go watch it. Let's take a look over here. So, okay, yeah, that's about it. Greetings from Cuban follower that lives in Miami, trying to make it out and help my fam, and you are contributing to that. Oh, nice, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, right now we're just ranging here. Let's take a look at this paper trade on GA. Nice. Sells paper trade because it's Friday and it worked out. Perfect. Perfect. Now, whenever you get a winning trade, you need to take a look at that and say that, okay, how can you replicate that the next day? How can you do the same thing the next day? So now we're coming below the support over here. And I mean, if we stay below the support, I think New York Stock Exchange Open is going to be a very, very nice time for price to kind of like correct part of this move, which went bullish. Looks like GJ it's also coming down to this area now.
Like gold is breaking up too.
Can you invite Rainer Teo? I have no idea who that is. Rainer Teo. Rainer Teo. Oh, okay. This guy, I've seen his videos on YouTube. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I know him. He's from the Philippines.
Trend, right, tends to respect the 50 period. So when you notice this huge empty space, this is a
nice. Oh, Singapore. When is Dominion Markets opening? There are a lot of there's some hurdles we're facing, some legal hurdles we're facing. So we're trying to resolve those legal hurdles because now they've made it really hard for new brokerages to come up because of all the lying and the deceit that happens in the industry. So we need to make sure we're covered from all aspects before we start business. Oh wow, look at that. Pound AUD is just now starting to drop down.
Come on, gold. Yeah, there you go.
Mac hasn't bited his nails yet, so he's not in the trade.
No, I'm waiting.
Waiting for those nail clippings.
And he will get that both.
I saw Drizzy Banks was saying, speaking Wicks don't lie. He was like, someone told Wicks don't lie. Oh, I don't know what that means. Because Wicks don't lie. With your patent strategy, I don't think it's a patent strategy. Do you risk more because you take less trades overall? No, I take the same risks. Sometimes 2%, sometimes 1%, sometimes 3%, based on my comfort level and all those things. I like it. Oh yeah, it's going to continue moving now. 1767.
We just need to clear that 1766 and then we're done. So
Hey Raja, how's your new? You know, if you put the most premium gas in any car, man, it's gonna run like a fighter jet. That's what I noticed
Yeah.
yesterday.
I mean, and you're basically saving a headache for later on replacing the oxygen sensors, you know, the O2 sensors.
Oh,
So yeah, the computer runs really nice on premium gas. So always for your car, man, use premium, man. Don't go lower.
Yeah, 93 octane.
yeah, that's what I did yesterday. 93 octane. It started making louder noises, and it got really sensitive to the accelerator too.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Mm.
Yeah, gold looks good now to continue bullish on this 5-minute here as well.
Yeah, it's the first 5 minute
Yeah.
closing above that resistance, previous resistance. You don't want price breaking below I'll say the 1762.20. Candle should respect the previous bullish 5-minute candle in order to continue going up. Other than that, it's gonna go again to the downside.
Yeah, I'm not in this trade. I took buys earlier on. This I'm just watching at this point. Was really hoping for pound yen to break below this area, but I guess it's not.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Fayan sent a chart. Hey, Raja, can you please take a look at this chart? Let's take a look over here. Oh, wrong chart coming from Fayan. So excited to send a chart, but the wrong chart. Took a small 0.5% loss on gold, so I'm staying out of this. Perfect. Excellent decision here to stay out of this. Yes. I mean, on Fridays, you take a loss, you call it a day. That's it. No. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to overtrade on a Friday. It will never end well on Friday. When Dominion Market opens, do you have plan to introduce in the Middle East like webinars and stuff like that? Yes. My long-term plan is to settle in the Middle East. Long-term plan to fly between my country and the Middle East and set up everything finance related over there. That's my long-term plan. Because man, like listen, these North American countries, European countries, they're becoming like mini Chinas. Communism everywhere. You know, trying to control population, trying to control everything. And I don't like it. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, look at that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, baby.
Oh, there we go. It's going to tap into 1767.
Yeah.
Okay, we're taking off. 20 pips up.
Yeah. I'm 20.
Nice. You 22?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool beans. Hoping we could get that wick fill to my TP is at 1769.
I mean, the worst thing it can happen right now is that you reject that. Yeah, exactly. That price, the 1767. If reject that price, then I'm gonna stay out for a while. Other than that, we break that, man. It's gonna retest that wick to the upside on the 4-hour 1769, 1767, 70.
Yeah, I think it's gonna continue.
Yeah, the 67.
I closed already 20 pips, so whatever happens, happens.
Oh, nice. Look at that. 1767 tapped over there.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
From there, next target 1770, and then the top wick on the previous 4-hour candle, and at that point is breaking a structure, so the retest to the upside can be even higher.
Mm-hmm.
But the last target that I have is 1777.
This was a perfect confirmation with this 5 minute.
Yeah, that was first 5 minute closing up on top of that range. And a stop loss should be below that previous the 5 minute candle, 1762.
You know what? I closed everything already. I'm not.
That's good, man. Yeah, secure.
It's Friday. I'm not gonna really hold this.
I'm securing too.
Make $40.
I'm securing 50, and I'm gonna let the rest run.
Why those sells on GJ? Not a good trade. I don't know what sells you're talking about. You need to send a chart.
Pivot at 1777. Yeah, now it's 1767. Like Kerwin said, he got me scared, so I closed.
Yeah, because we had a strong rejection from there.
Yeah. No, you're right. I was looking at the 30 minute. I was looking at this wick fill here.
If you look at the 15 minutes, you have a strong rejection from there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. So I was waiting for this right here.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your GBP JPY Killer t-shirt? It's a company who sent me these t-shirts. I think it's let me search it here. The only thing I don't like about t-shirts which people custom make, they shrink and I hate it.
You know, this sweater is really comfy from the breakout the label.
Oh yes.
Yes, extremely comfortable. Oh, but it shrinks a little, not gonna lie. I think it's because it's cotton. But it's super comfortable for like the cold.
Yeah, we have Mac, the official spokesman for Breakout the Label, right over here.
Oh,
right there. Look at that model over there.
Where's the beach at? That way. Oh,
who's
where's
this guy?
That way.
So, who's the owner of this brand?
I don't know, some British guy, right?
It's one of the members in in Market Fluidity.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yep. I'll put the name here in the YouTube chat here. Man, they have really, really good designs. I told them, hey, listen, don't worry about the price. If the quality of the product is good, people will pay for the price.
Yeah.
I mean, if the quality is good, doesn't shrink, man, like I buy hoodies worth like $60, $70 because they don't shrink. They stay the way they are and they're perfectly fine. You know,
yeah,
but
he said he's gonna change my bad. He's gonna change the material or a different company. But the design, it's really good because it's simple and I like the colors on it.
Yeah, I have the same one. This hoodie right here.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Yeah.
You wear that with the SRT and that's it. Nobody's gonna mess with you.
Yeah, and these are the guys who sent me that GJ killer shirt right here. These guys, Forex lifestyle brand. Oh, look at that. Discipline on, emotions off. You know what? My hair looked good before. I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with it.
No, because you would like cover the patches. Yeah. You would cover the patches.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that's good, bro. You take care of yourself, and that's what matters, you know?
Yeah, man.
At the end of the day, we only live once, and hair is important. Wow, somebody just sent me, my bad, somebody sent me a story saying they got 156 pips on JJ, FX like Mike. I mean on gold, sorry. Jeez. Because he got it from like the bottom.
It was nice. I was nice trade. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. You were on the stream yesterday, right, Nation?
Yeah.
You caught the GJ sales?
Yeah, I got some DJ sales. Yeah.
Oh. Man, you're killing it, bro.
I try to do one trade, man, in a session and just leave. That's it. Like I'm done now.
Yeah, you got 20 pips, Mike. That's
Thank you,
on
man.
DJ.
It's all because of you guys, man. You guys always help me out since day one. Thank you.
Man, that's what we do. We've been doing this for more than 2 years already.
Damn. On the 30-minute, the previous 30-minute closed bearish shows signs that it should retest the lows, but price just went up. I'm not sure what pair you're talking about. Probably GJ? Pound yen? Oh. Yeah, this is in a very wild range at this point.
Extremely messy.
Yeah, extreme. Like it is really, really messy here. Also looking at your JPY about to break up, not breaking up, rejection, not rejection, candle's about to close. I mean, not a good day to trade at all. I mean, you had these small quick moves on the 5-minute on gold over here, price moving up to 1767, and I mean that's about it.
Yeah, securing 20 to 25 pips on gold is nice. For a Friday?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So since it's a Friday, I'm gonna head off over here. I'm
Yes,
actually starving right now. I gotta go eat some food.
Go get it, man. On your SRP.
Hey. All right. Take care, everyone.
Enjoy your weekend.
Adios, adios.
Thank you, Roger.
Take care, bro.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Obrigado.
Obrigado do Brasil.
Thank you,
Obrigado.
fellas.
Enjoy. Have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you, Von.
Take care. Please,
boss.
please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel because once I get my silver button, I'm gonna write everyone's name on it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
We love you, Mac.
I gotta make my name bigger.
Go fill the tank with airplane gas, you know.
Oh, I filled it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
It came to 50 liters. I think it cost me like around $120.
So now you have like 400, like 800 kilometers to go.
No.
Gas
No?
is super expensive.
I think. Oh no, $120 Canadian. I think the range I got on it, it shows like 430 kilometers. 430 kilometers. So kilometer to miles is what?
Yeah, convert that because you
It's
know we don't.
1.2, 1.2, I think.
You should be getting at least 300 miles on
Yeah,
that thing.
1.2.
267 miles. Pretty good.
So that's 16 gallons?
Man, you Americans, man.
That's a 22. That should be at least 21 gallon, 22 gallon gas tank.
No, mine is
11
22.
gallons.
Huh?
11 gallons.
Kervin, your truck is how much?
My truck is 22.
Yeah, my truck is 22 too.
Oh, let's see over here.
I have a bike, no gallons.
Yeah, 2 feet.
I just charged my scooter.
Only 2 legs.
Fuel capacity?
Capacity,
Tank.
yes.
I guess.
Oh, 24 gallons.
Yeah.
Oh, 24. Damn. That's a lot.
That's the extra reserve tank.
Oh, shit. 13 CD?
Oh,
Yeah, with Dodge, you
that's
can actually get an upgrade to get the bigger tank. I got the one on my truck too.
Yeah, I do around 20 to 24. And the way I drive, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You gotta try the launch control on that car.
Yeah, my truck was doing pretty good, like around 20 combined highway and city, and you know I place a device in my because they have this thing the same that has your truck your SUV, Raja. They disable the 4 cylinders and they can go on 4 cylinders.
Right, regulated.
So
it's called governor. It's called governor. They governor it.
Yeah, so now I deactivated that thing. I placed
that's illegal.
range,
I'm gonna call the
range
cops
thing.
on you.
Now I'm using 8 cylinders all the time, no matter what.
This is what I'm using right now. 39 miles per gallon, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, about around there.
No, that's a lot. 35 miles per gallon on the
39?
SIT. Yeah, that's a lot, man. I can't.
Well, in highway, yeah.
No,
in
And
highway.
highway, maybe on cruise control, but that's not it.
in the city, I'm getting
Oh, you're gonna be more than that.
21.
In the city, maybe, yeah.
No, I think my conversion is wrong over here.
That conversion is wrong. I think it's kilometers divided by 10 or 100.
I don't know, man. You Americans need to figure shit out.
No, you
but
guys
Canada.
Yeah, that's so true. Man.
No, you
that
guys
is
need
so
to-
true.
Man, Americans are legit.
Yeah, we got one single conversion, miles per gallon. You guys got kilometers divided by 100
No, we got 100 kilometers per liter.
liter.
So
imagine that
I'm gonna ask you this: what do they use in India? Kilometers or miles?
Kilometers.
How is he gonna know?
Then who's wrong? America or India?
The only
yeah,
country
then
in the
you
world that
fuck.
use miles is America.
Is Americans.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. And
Miles just sounds cooler, man.
The
And-
metric system, yeah, it's really fucked up in America.
And
we don't have a metric system.
yeah, and I'm not Indian either.
Eh.
Yeah, really trying to find out what that conversion is. Hold on. Now it's bothering me over here.
Well, you probably like on the city you probably like 20, 22.
Yeah.
Guys are rough in math, Taxi.
It's gonna be 13 miles, 22
Oh.
kilometers.
Momo.
Hi
There
guys.
you go, Momo.
Momo.
Love this guy, man.
Momo was in the stream yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
That sounds right there. Do the math.
Yeah.
Convert from liters per 100 kilometer. Yeah, there we go. Convert to miles per gallon. US.
US.
Yes, I'm getting I was getting 16 yesterday. Oh, 14. 14
Not
miles
that
per
bad.
gallon. Not
That's
bad.
okay.
No, when I was in high school, I had a Jeep, a Grand Cherokee, a 4x4. Imagine in high school, I was doing eight miles per gallon.
Exactly.
Right?
Eight
I had
miles,
no
yes,
money, bro. I
exactly.
had no money. I was putting $5 a day.
Oh,
I
that
would
is
leave school and
amazing.
go straight to the gas station.
Yeah.
Imagine
Just fill up with $5.
a high school kid with a Grand Cherokee 4x4. I had no money for gas. I remember that like yesterday.
Yeah, I remember $5
$5
gas runs too.
I asked my boys, "Hey, you got gas money?"
Yeah. All right, everyone. Fun talk.
Bye bye.
All right, take
All
care.
right, take care, buddy.
Peace. Have a nice weekend, everybody.
Peace out. Peace out.
You too, guys.
Good weekend, guys.